So, I am here doing a recap of what went down for the Big Six Roundtable. Super MC. Hi, June.
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm excellent. I'm feeling very fulfilled. Yes, great conversations, great energy, great vibe, and just six really cool people. Yeah.
It's so nice to finally get to meet you. I loved your story on Engage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which of the four? My goodness.
The one that you take a bus and you are late. I mean, that one.
In the meantime.
Yes.
And part two of that is character development. So
I need to catch up with that one. Do you have a message for the Big Six?
I do. I want to congratulate them for starting as unsure as they may have been. I'm very proud of each and every one of you. I hope that this is the first of many more. And it's clear that there's a lot of conversations, really important conversations to be had about relationships from both a male and a female perspective, from a singlehood perspective. I really love that they addressed gender-based violence, because that's something that we've been hoping even our politicians will do something about. And sometimes when you have an audience and you have their ear, use it. Even if you're in the creative space, we are also a reflection of what's happening in society. So I'm very proud about that. And also just for the laughter, because personally for me, it's been a crazy quarter one. So I just enjoyed being able to just kicheko too for no reason. Yeah, so that was great. So my message to them is keep on keeping on, and may God bless you.
All right, thank you, June. You've done an amazing job on stage.
Thank you, and thanks for having me as the MC. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
We are here backstage after the Big Six Roundtable has taken place. Njugush, ni aje?
Mimi niko salama, Mungu anasaidia. Uko vipi?
Niko poa kabisa. At least leo pressure haikuwa yako peke yako, mlikuwa mmegawanya.
Ningezima simu hakuna kitu ingehappen. Kitu ingeendelea tu. Kitu ingeendelea tu manze, but it's been amazing. It's a new kind of dispensation, so to speak. So I was as eager, as much as I got pressure more, but I was also eager to see how it will turn out, and everything, if everything that we had, envisioned will come to life, and if it will be really make any sense anyway. And it's been more than we expected. Imeenda fiti. The seventh tunasema tuko Big Six. So the seventh person ilikuwa the audience, now walikuwa A1. Like it was a conversation, because ideally it was supposed to spark conversation. People to be able to talk about things that we don't talk about, and then ranging from love to business to finances to everything, and I think it's been a success. So yeah, sasa ni kwenda kutafuta madondo jamani.
Kwenda kutafuta madondo.
Kwanza madondo.
Madondo pale awesome.
Jamani.
Watengenezi madondo.
Iko abena nakuraga madondo.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Okay. Talking about that conversations, whatever you guys were speaking about in front there, 50-50. Wewe una prefer 50-50, Njugush, ama una prefer to take care of your wife 100%, yeye akae nyumbani?
Tafanya nikose kwenda nyumbani.
Nikuuliza tu.
Me, I think 100. Juu sasa tena ikiwa 50-50, wacha ijaribu tu mahali utaweza. Sukuma mpaka mahali utaweza, lakini kwa mwanaume ikuwe nzito kidogo. Kwa mwanaume ikuwe nzito kidogo.
Lakini wewe unaweza tamani kusaidiwa?
Ni fiti. And actually that's the ideal. Shida ni we don't have a lot of ideal moments where tumetoshana. So for example, tuseme wewe na mimi. So kuna time uko juu, kuna time niko juu. Yeah, so rarely will you find kuna hiyo balance. So according to vile mko chezeni hiyo. But sana I recommend mwanaume asukume mbele kidogo.
Na kwa hivyo unaweza kufurahia pia akiwa na yake, lakini yake ni yake. Yako ni
kufurahia, naweza hivyo ndio iko. Si ndio nasema wacha tu nifanye 100. Yake yangu ni yetu. Na yetu ni yetu.
Yes. Biashara inakupelekaje? Tunaona uliuza gari mzuri pale, ukachukua aka Mercedes Mascot
Corolla Toyota.
Lakini ukaingiza gari mbili pale Tugi na Toria in business. Why was that change? Kwa sababu tunaona it's quite a big change there.
It's basically ni vile kuko hivyo ndio life iko.
Ni Sentono imekufikisha hapa.
Sentono imeona. Aya, umejuaje? So because I needed to do that, and also too there was that aspect of asset, ilikuwa liability kuchange into kitu inaweza generate kitu, but also sikuwa na hiyo do, hata hiyo do ya kutopa up sikuwa nayo, so you go to the bank, they give you a loan, so you are using pesa si yako to make money. So ideally that is what I was trying to do. Yes.
All right, team. Do you have a favorite among the big six? Apart from your wife?
Me, I'm the favorite.
No, apart from yourself and your wife.
I don't have a favorite because you find for Philip, Butita, Celestine, Judy, everyone analeta weight yake. Yeah. But for the other one, but I think for everyone ana bring in their own weight. Yeah. Like ukitaka hii unajua who to get to. So that's why it's in a work because it's a team.
So last one. Nini, as the couple goals that you guys are, you and Sele, we see the good vibes, the good things that you guys show us. But what is the most challenging thing about marriage?
I don't know. We're just doing life. Hakuna perfect. Hakuna goals. What is the what about
The most challenging thing in marriage?
just being friends. Remaining being friends.
No challenge.
That's the challenge.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, to remain to be friends. I think that's the biggest challenge. But one year imeingiana inakuwa easier. Once you're friends, a lot of things zitakuwa easier so for me mutaka ikwe tu best. What ikwe best?
Very nice. Team. Last message to the number 7, the number 7, the 7th member of the Big Six.
The 7th member, thank you so much for holding us down. Manze coming all the way, mkakam Jinbavan, mkatu support. We felt the love, and I hope we do a lot of this where we just talk about things that zinatuhusu. Sisi kama young people, older people, because it's cross whatever. Inaenda kwa age difference, iko kwa societal difference, a lot of differences that bring us together. Let's talk about it, and we move together. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Njugush. You guys have done an amazing job. You have over-delivered. Asanteni sana.
You are. Thank you so much.
Asante. Haya. Guys, we're still at the backstage of the Big Six roundtable. Imeweza kuisha. Sijui, how was the experience, mkurugenzi?
First of all, you're looking amazing.
Thank you very much.
Sana. Now, in January, we went to somewhere in Kajiado and we sat down with the team and we decided, you know what, the way we've been operating, something needs to change. We're doing very massive events, but we're, at the end of the day, mazee unarudi tu mali ulikuwa. So those events are good, but at the end of the day, biashara ne biashara. Lazima tutafute event moja yenye less stress, lakini at the end of the day, it makes business sense. Exactly. So tukaamua, you know what, wasa wamekuwa sana wakitaka kujua vile tuna operate as the Big Six nini. Actually, it was Philip's idea. How about we sit down and just, make them be a fly on the wall as we are doing our thing.
Yeah.
And we decided, you know what, let's do it. Guy, imeisha, imagine.
Imeisha?
Yeah.
Round 1.
Done.
What was the biggest, like the pressure?
Yes.
Kupanga hii kitu?
The fact that we've never done it before. Yeah, so we don't have a canvas. I mean, we have a blank canvas. Inakuwa ngumu sana when you're pioneering something, when you're doing it for the first time, not pioneering, other people have done it, but for us, we've never. Yeah. Number 2, group dynamics. Almost all the time, siwaga team anafanya kitu yake peke yake. Si tuko hapo kama backup. When I'm doing my juice parties, mimi ndio napiga au wako hapo kama backup. Yes. Now, it's the 6 of us on stage. Group dynamics come into play. Guys are different, so lazima mjue vile But imagine tumewezana tu hivyo. Nayo.
Nice. Very nice. Na Ben Sol tena pale mkatuletea as a surprise artist. Hey!
Nilikuwa na Intel?
Mimi nilikuwa nayo, lakini najua the 7th member hakuwa nayo.
Hiyo iliwapata hiyo.
Now, Mkuru, you guys were having conversations on stage. Yes. You guys have spoken about finances. Yes. Kuna kitu inaitwa 50-50 in marriage. Yes. Na kuna kitu inaitwa 100, pesa ni yako, ya bibi ni yake. Which one do you prefer? Ile ya ukweli, ile kutoka kwa roho.
So the way our economy is set up sahi, tungependa sana kushikilia hiyo 100%. lakini saa ingine unapata hey, because at the end of the day after all everything has been taken care of, lazima bana rainy day iangaliwe, lazima investments ziangaliwe. So ndio hii mambo yetu ya rainy day na investments zifike faster. Tunaweza saidiana hapa kidogo tu, sisemi uchukue 50 but ukachukua hata 20 ama hata 15 inasaidia deadly a great deal. Juu hiyo 15 nimesave nikiweka kwa investment ina mean a lot. It translates to a lot. So wale wazee wa zamani walikuwa 100% kwa nunge, sahi vitu ni different kiasi. Vitu ni sahi to live for the moment kwa watu wa zamani. Sahi lazima uangalie future mazee. Kesho sauti yangu ikienda Mkurui kwa iwezekani itakuwaje? Hatujajipanga. Mti yangu nishikilie tu kidogo jo. Sisemi unipatie 50 hata ka 15 tu.
For people who look up to you guys when it comes to marriage, unajua wanaona kitu umetuonyesha mnaishi vizuri, that's a very good thing. But what is the most challenging thing about your, not really your marriage, but just marriage in general?
In general, you know, marriage is actually a very strange construct. Marriage, hebu imagine unatoka unaambiwa wewe na background and baggage yako, zile ngori zote uli grow up nazo, tabia zako mbaya, uende ushikane na huyu na background na baggage yake na tabia zake mbaya, then make it work.
Imagine.
Hiyo kitu si mchezo maze. Actually now if you think in hindsight, naangalia the way the old people walikuwa na operate. Ase nikawa walikuwa na mwakenya hii kitu.
I know, right?
Walijua haki ya Mungu. That's why ungepata mzae na kitu watu waambiwagwi haikuwa wazae peke yake. Even the women walikuwa polyamorous.
I mean, yeah, we did culture dynamics juzi na wakasema hata Wakamba wanaoa bibi zao.
Kabisa. Juu umekaidi ukajisikiza ukajiambia I swear mimi huyu anataka nikuwe comforter wake, anataka nikuwe helper wake, anataka nisikize shida zake, yani a shoulder to lean on, anataka nikuwe athletic pale kwa ile sector. Man, I cannot be all those things. So ilikuwa wanachagua hapa, akitaka kitu fulani anaenda kwa huyu, but I think walikuwa na number, they kept it at I think 4 if I'm not wrong. Wale walikuwa nasukuma sijui mabibi 8 9, sasa hiyo nayo hiyo. Ni vile tu kwa hii world ya sahi huwezi enda hiyo direction. So ni compromise tu. Baby, out of your 6 boxes I can tick 4. Si hiyo ni angalau ni 60%. Si tusukume tu.
Gen Z mtaweza. You know, do you think we should change the system, especially when it comes to marriage? Kwa sababu, you know, sometimes now a woman expects to be taken care of, and when the partner is not able to do that, they might feel that they're not living up to their expectations. What would you like to tell, especially the younger generation who are trying to get into the relationship, wana expect ulipe Uber, sijui nini?
I know. So before marriage, si waga tunaishi kwa fairy tale. Man, once you get married, yo.
It's different.
Manze ni tofauti. And the sooner you accept that reality, the better. Tungependa sana ku-maintain hiyo fairy tale for the rest of our lives, but the truth of the matter ni it is just not possible. Haiwezi. So imagine tu compromise tu. Adjust pande yako, wacha mimi adjust pia pande yangu, tukutane mahali katikati. Tusukume tu.
Sawa Mabeli, tumesikia? Is something to the 7th member of the round table.
Nice. First of all, thank you so much for coming through. This was a first. To trust us with a first means a lot. Actually, early adopters hawakuagi wengi. Wase wengi wanakoga wale wacha wafanye, tutakuja hiyo next. The fact that wali to trust na wakakam tu, oh man, we don't take that for granted. So what we did good, tuambieni. What you felt we needed to improve on, pia tuambieni. We are such huge fans of positive criticism. So tujengeni jo. Yeah, because we want to do another one and another one.
Mkurugenzi, thank you very much.
Hapo sawa, anytime. Mufurahia interview zako sana.
Najua, I know. Thank you, man. Thank you for always cheering me on.
Absolutely, man. Keep up the good job.
Asante. All right, guys, I'm hanging out with Mrs. Kimani. Watu wanaitananga Mrs. tena.
Call me by my names.
Watu waleta kuitana Mrs.
Sayara wanaitananga wa Kimani.
Juzi ndio nimekumbuka nisikia hata mama yangu akisema Mrs. Kithinji.
Kila mtu sasa kona jina yake Celestine Ndinda. Yeah, but I'm Mrs. Kimani, so
do you ever use it anywhere?
Never.
Functions?
Oh yes, ile ya and ndio We use Baba Tugi and Mama Tugi.
Oh, okay.
Rarely have I used by the Mrs. Kimani.
Yeah.
Mrs. Kimani nakanika teacher kwa class.
I know, right?
Mrs.
People living
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Well,
So Celestine Dinda.
yeah.
Yes.
How was the Big Six roundtable today?
Oh, it was amazing. So personally, okay, I think for most of us, we had a dream. The dream was to have this podcast like roundtable.
Yeah.
But hatukuwa tunajua itaenda aje. So nile you dream, then you amplify, like do your dream, like bring it to life. So personally, I'm so happy. Imekuwa amazing, imekuwa awesome. Wase wameongea, wase wamefunguka. The crowd who was the 7th member wame participate. So dream ime come to life.
Yeah.
And I'm excited.
Kweli.
So hii ni dream ya kwanza. So like this is edition 1, 2, 3, 4, many more to come.
To come.
Yes.
Sasa unajua pressure mmegawanya. Sasa unaweza kubali 3 4 5. Ingekuwa ni TNT. Ai hapana hiyo hapana.
Kwanza hii mwaka hakuna TTNT by the way. So na feel nikanisha pressure yangu leo ilikuwa kidogo but najua tuko wengi. Tuko wengi si ati ile timo mimi. So I feel nice. Yeah. At least the pressure was there. But not as much kama ya TTNT. Yeah.
Najua umechoka Sele, lakini kubali nikuulize swali. Pale juu mliongelea about 50-50 in marriage when it comes to finances. Na pia kuna mzee 100%, wewe ule watoto wako, wewe uchungwe. Which one do you prefer? Ile ya ukweli. Kimani ametuambia.
Ya ukweli. Ameshaambia yake. Wacha niseme ukweli. Personally I feel like there's nothing like 50-50. Hakuna like ni tusaidiane. Tunataka kufika pale. Tutafika aje pale. When you're two, utafika haraka probably. As expected ukiwa peke yako. So mi na feel this is our goal. Our goal is, for example, rent this month. Wewe unaweza cheza? Cheza. Next time school fees unaweza? Hivyo tusaidiane. Like hakuna mzee unataka sasa kama mzee hana nitamdush. Like hana muinamishe hana. Si encourage mzee akosange. Si encourage kila saa akosange but saa zile hana just come in. But unajua inategemea kuna situation utasaidia forever. So choose. Unaweza saidia uone mimi unasaidianga kila saa so you will know. Kuna venye tutajua msi nasaidia na kuna venye msi usiwahi saidia.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, mmesikia. Final.
Utawatch ya Timo nisikia alisema nini?
Anaongea tu atapoa by the way.
Oh.
Judy ndo anafaa watch yake.
No, I believe if you two are coming together, you're not coming to make each other's life difficult. Ama ati coming lipa rent. Sasa tulale nje juu naweza lipa. Unajua ni understand your situation iko. Kama leo haezi na for sure haezi, sio ile hawezi ya mchezo. Ile for sure mnaweza saidiana. Yeah, but kama mnakuja mkifichana takuwa ngumu. Yeah.
Sawa Sele. Last message to ukweli the message to the 7th member of the round table.
Dear 7th member, thank you so much for taking your time, resources, like everything to come and be part of this. This is history. This is the first time we're ever doing it. So thank you so much for coming. And as I always say, ikifika siku yako ya kuitana, please watu wakuje pia yako. Like anytime you need people to come through for you in whatever way. Si lazima ukuwe na event. In whatever way utaitana tu, may they come. Thank you so much. And hopefully the next one and the next one and the next one utakam pia. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you Selem. To entertain. You guys have done an amazing job.
Thank you, Betty. Thank you.
Thank you. Aya, wacha nichukue huyu mwingine. Haiwezi. Not possible. 2 minutes. Hakuna shida. Hata Sela alisema anataka one question. I'm good. How are you? Uko poa?
Pretty good.
Unakaa vizuri.
Pia wewe.
Hey, where is your ears going?
24/7.
Oh really Judy? Wewe miaka yako inaenda wapi?
Unajua ile ushaiwatch ile movie ya The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
I need to watch that.
Ile mtu alikuwa mzee but ana grow younger.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
as we
what-
refused to grow
I mean,
old.
it's a matter of doing
We
that.
have refused to grow old. Yes.
Oh, nice. How do you feel that you guys have done this to the end? And what was the pressuring point ya kuorganize kitu yote?
I would say, as of this moment standing here, I feel so proud of us.
Yeah.
Because we sat down somewhere in January. We unajua tu banta zetu. Banta. And we are like, guys, we do this thing. And we are like, okay, we set a date, and here we are. Like, we purpose to do something, and we actually saw it through. And that is not something that is very common nowadays. Na feeling kama watu wanapoteleanga mahali, unasema nataka kufanya hivi, but you're derailed by other things. So the fact that we purpose to do something and we've accomplished it, I feel so proud of us. So proud of us. I would say if there was any challenge, because so we're used to doing bigger events.
For sure.
Yeah.
So this was a walkover? Okay,
it wasn't exactly a walkover, but in terms of preparations and whatnot, it was a bit easier because it was a smaller number of people. So managing that wasn't too hard. I would say the challenge in preparing for this thing was a new concept that we've not done before, because you can't say that podcasting is something that you're introducing. No, podcasting, people are doing even live podcasting in front of a live audience. But I would say for us, it was a new concept that we were trying to patch together and deliver a performance to people. But our watu tunaenda kudeliver kwao, they have absolutely no idea. Unajua vile hiyo kitu ni tricky.
It's a trial and error.
Exactly, because it's just in your head. You know what you're planning to do. But then does the audience know what to expect? Like, do they, alafu pia koka pressure ka, is it something, will people accept it? Like, because they know us in different, exactly, they know us in very different aspects. So us coming together to deliver something new, like a new product, what do you accept? But seeing the attendance today and the vibes in the auditorium and just everything, I mean, I feel like we have something, we have a good thing, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for the Big Six.
It's there for sure. It's there. And you guys have done an amazing job.
Thank you.
You guys have over-delivered.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Now, there's a conversation you guys were having on stage. When it comes to finances, marriage, 50-50, ama mzee anachukua 100, anashughulikia mama. Which one do you prefer? Genuinely, ujue mkurua shatuambia yake.
I think I will just echo what I said on stage, because I feel like that is what 50-50 means to me. So I would say 50 plus 50 is 100, right? So the thing that we are both chasing is to get to 100. But in life generally and in marriage, there are seasons, unajua, and no one day is the same, unajua. Hata wewe kwa life yako leo unaamkanga hivi, kesho hivi. So at the end of the day, as long as we get to 100, it does not really matter who at that particular moment is carrying the heavier. Yes. Yeah, because inaweza kuwa leo mimi ndio nimeamka nasikia fiti, naweza beba 70%. Akueleo yeye ameamka anasikia leo naweza tuweza 30. But you see mimi nikibeba 70 ya bebe tu 30 yake. You see combined we still get to our goal. So I wouldn't say it's 50-50 really. I would say we are working towards a common goal, which is getting to 100. But tukiamka hiyo siku vile mtu wako tunasaidia na kubeba hiyo uzito. So leo kama niko 20, yeye anaweza beba 80. Kama yeye ako 40, mimi naweza beba 60. Kama ako 60, mimi naweza beba. You see, like, because we are working towards 100. So the goal is 100. So in brief, that is how I see it.
To the young girl who probably is looking forward to getting into marriage, jo kuna ile kitu labda grow up, you should be taken care of, and then voila, these men are no longer doing that 100%. What do you have to say to them?
I would say inaweza kuwa a bit nini, but
controversial.
Somebody like expecting somebody to take care of you, na wewe mwenyewe you can't take care of yourself is a bit like it's a bit like ukaweza, because sometimes I feel like the expectations we place on people is on ndio vitu zinafanya tunakuwa very disappointed in life. So before I can expect, for example, baba mumbus in this case. Tuseme tu tungekuwa tu boyfriend and girlfriend. Before I can expect him as Abel Mutua, who's my boyfriend, to take care of me, am I able to take care of myself first? Yeah, because if I'm able to do that, then whether he delivers or not, already I'm somewhere, right? Yeah, because I feel like sometimes we place expectations on people, but pia we don't know kama pia huyo mtu you're placing that expectation on has the capacity to deliver this expectation of yours. So I would say, do it. Take care of yourself first. If you're able to do that, then it's very easy pia wewe peleka the same flow to that other side.
And even just attract someone who is able to take care of you.
Exactly, yes, exactly.
For sure.
Actually, that's it, yeah.
All right, Judy, a message to the 7th member of the round table.
Oh, you guys are the very, 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 very best. Hiyo mpaka naangalia camera. Thank you guys, thank you so much for coming through. By the way, ilikuwa tu ni idea. Na tukajichocha tu tukasema let's do it and see. But the fact that you honored our invite, the fact that you spent your money, and that ticket wasn't cheap. That ticket was expensive. The fact that you spent your money, your time, sacrificed many, many hours of sitting with us in the auditorium, it means so much to us, and we don't take it for granted. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, Judy, thank you so much. And you guys have done an amazing job.
Thank you so much, Betty. Thank you, and for always supporting us.
Asante.
I truly appreciate it.
Thank you. All right. Let me get Butita nimalizie na Butita. Butita, tumalizie. Tuliachia katikati. Rekodi.
SPM Buzz.
Yes, tuliachia interview katikati.
SPM Buzz, the top
Online digital media.
this is the top online digital media in East and Central Africa. Think SPM, think content. I'm really humbled to be at SPM Buzz today. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. I know you said that you're not giving interviews this year.
Yes,
but
yes.
we are grateful for this. Now, tuongelee kitu mlikuwa mnaongelea pale.
Nilikuwa na joke.
Really? Guys, it's on camera. Aya. You guys were talking about finances up on stage, you know?
Yeah.
Na hata kwanza ulisema marriage is a scam. Do you still like that?
Sikusema
We will Bishop, utaweka hiyo video hapo?
Lini nilisema lini?
Kwa boardroom pale mkiwa nyinyi wote Big Six.
Oh, ile online. Unachukulia vitu za internet serious?
Guys, is he a role model?
No, I didn't confirm. I was triggering a conversation. And that was the role of the show today. If you realize the show had blocks.
Yeah.
Earlier on, you had asked me what's the expectation.
Yes.
Right now, the show has already happened. So you can clearly see the plan that was there. So the idea was to take different topics that relate with everyone, talk about experience, inspire, and also entertain people.
Yeah.
So we took tukachukua segment ya finance, relationship, tukachukua pia friendship and partnerships.
Yeah.
So we also want to use our journeys, to share our journeys to people and also relate with them. That's why the audience was allowed to talk to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now back to marriage. We know you're not married yet, but as per your friends' stories and conversations, what is your idea about marriage?
You let it happen at the right time. It flows naturally. When it flows naturally, you stand to get a perfect union. When you force it, it turns out to be different, because anytime you're forcing it, you end up acting. Then that means it's not you. So the idea is to marry your best friend. Yes.
Okay, Abeli ameniambia the biggest challenge in marriage is to actually remain best friends. Hivyo ndo amesema. Sijui kama unaona hiyo kitu ni rahisi ku remain friends.
Especially when you don't start with that.
Especially if you don't start as friends.
When you start with love, you're blundering. You're supposed to start with friendship. So love comes. Because love comes, and love is a tide.
Yeah.
There's sometimes iko juu, iko chini, unasikia unachukia mtu. But unaona ni rahisi wachane na mtu wako, but si rahisi ukosane na mabeste zako. Hata ukosana na mabeste zako. Si ile.
Okay.
Kuna kitu kwa kiroho, unacheki. Yeah. You know, let me give you an example. You love your parents very much. But you don't feel obliged emotionally kale ka obligation ka madhako asipokuwa leo utamcall kesho. Si ati mbona yani ananichukia, anacall watu wengine. Because it's natural, yeye ni best yako na ni family, unaweza mcall kesho. So hakuna expectations za heart. So the problem when we start with love, we invest so much and start having obligations, and since love has types, it affects our combination. I'm speaking as a
mtu anaweza fikiria umeoa. Anyway, hapo kwa 50-50 finances, as a man, do you prefer 50-50 usaidiwe, ama do you prefer to take up the 100% responsibility hata kama bibi yako anafanya kazi?
Right now I don't relate under my leadership.
Please.
Sasa inakula 100 yangu yote.
Okay. Well, when that time comes.
For me idea, it should not have a value. A value in terms of
what does should not have a value?
Value ati ya sasa tunakata nusu. Inafaa ikuwe support, sawa? Okay. Kuna responsibilities tunaweza fanya pamoja. Ingine unaweza fanya, ingine unaweza fanya. Unaona? So common sense tu ile ya kuna vitu unaweza fanya. Si ati naipa responsibilities zangu kama mwanaume, kuna vitu unaweza fanya. But pia wife kuna vitu pia anaweza jump in afanye. So collabo, tunasaidiana. Because unapata kama siku hizi unapata kitu ka education expe. Fee ni 300k. Unapata kuna boy tu ana labda hata 100. So unaona inaanza kwa vitu anachukua madoa hapana. Lakini unapata wife yake pia ananio anashikanisha mahali. Na waoni ni kama ni kitu mbaya. So as long as you people are all moving, then I see no problem with sharing. It only becomes bad when one of you are extreme high lakini hataki kusaidia. So for me, I'm not looking at it as 50-50. I'm looking at it as combined support. You are earning, let's say 300,000. Your husband is earning 500,000, or even that 300. What's the balance? Pengine hata unafuatwa 25 yatwe 75, ama unafuatwa 30 yatwe 70, ama 40 yatwe 60. Unaona? So unasema 50-50 kwa unfair.
You know now women.
Sasa huko labda kuna mtu ana 200, mwingine ana 50. Sasa tukate huko, so tukate hapa 25. Sasa tunaweza kuwa fair tuseme huko tukate 50%, wewe toa 30 ama 20, lipa jaza gas na nini na shit. Unaona?
I've seen some women argue that basi pia wewe pata mimba, wewe upate mimba juu mimi nitakuzalia, wewe basi pia pata mimba, mimi nitafute pesa. What do you think about that? Juu sasa hapo ndio wanakuwa na shida kucontribute.
The beginning. It doesn't go wrong, it starts wrong. The moment I'm relate nyisi mabeste, you're prone to face all these things that you're mentioning. Unaona? Because unafeel uchungu hata ukisupport mtu. But once kuna connection fulani genuine, alafu mbele ndio mkaanza mapenzi, huwezi jua.
Inakuwa sawa.
Usinauza kitu kingine mapenzi.
Uko na hata sikuulizi swali lingine. Mimi nataka tu uambie, nilikuwa niseme yani uko na advice mingi sana, no wonder haujaoa bado. Anyway, please say a message to the 7th member of the round table.
The 7th member is anyone who follows us and supports everything that we do. We really value you. I think the ecosystem of Big Six is not complete without the audience, because it's everything we do that the audience supports and consumes.
Mbona unaenda nyuma Butita? Si ukuje hapa.
Everything that we consume, that the audience support. So the idea is very simple. We also don't want to just entertain. We also want to inspire, share experiences, and also educate where necessary. And we also want to get feedback from the 7th member. So thank you everyone who attended the Big Six Roundtable. You're officially our 7th member. This was the first edition. More is yet to come, and this is going to be one of the best conversations that we'll be having forever.
Okay.
Project 45, Premiere 45. It was to premiere 45 movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In 1 year?
In 1 year. Actually, it was 40 weeks, depending on when we started.
Okay.
So we did Midnight Breakup, and now we did Dilemma. You also starred in Dilemma.
Yes, I did.
We gave you a platform. You're also in Kamam.
I am very thankful and grateful that I finally get to live. You know, by the way, I live my childhood dream by news anchoring on Kamam.
Kamam. Yes. We have other episodes for news anchoring.
I am ready.
Paulo now gets into, okay. So Premiere 45, we did Dilemma.
Yeah.
Breakup. So we had another one, it's called First Baby, Baby D. It was supposed to star Diana Luvanda, and we have another show also filmed that was supposed to have Akina Bushra. But now the challenge was we really need to put Project 45 as a Premier 45 as 40 as an entity.
Okay.
It was 40, then 2045 as an entity, so that people can consume it as a long series, but different movies, yani in a block, so that we can fundraise for it. It's expensive to do a short film because it's once, or a film. Like Dilemma. If you want to sponsor Dilemma, you can't, because it's
done. It's a short film.
Even if it was great. But now, Kamam, if you want to sponsor Kamam, you can come for the next episode.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's easy to build a community and get partnerships for a series at the moment. So for movies to make sense and us to be able to fundraise and incubate these people and pay them also, is to have something that's a package. Premier 40 or Premier 45. So now Premier 45, when we launch Premier 45, we will launch it when we have enough. We actually had scripts like 20. We have 45 scripts. Then we say these are the people that will feature in different movies of Premier 45. So at the end, we come and do like a award or something, and say this was the Premier. Nini we will grow akapiga hizi mashow. So the idea is we want to just create a culture and an industry. And we are coming up with a platform, it's done already, where people have been asking acting, nataka kuact, nataka kuandika nini. Alafu si wasahau. Jumse hata niuliza hivyo kesho tutafute mse. You are the producer of, actually, you are the producer of Anas Toto. How many people came asking you?
Hey, so many. I still have DMs up until today.
So you have a platform where they'll go, you write your name, the character that, like details about you, pictures, nini. So when we want to get people, we just go to the platform. Whether you're acting, whether you are videographer, producer, what. So also other people in the industry can get things at one hand. Things like location. We still struggle to get locations, but kuna mtu ana location imelala. Kama sahi, we are shooting a Kamam we've partnered with Royal Homes. They have nice houses. You see, atungewajua by the way, but tuliwajua through kushoot ya Celestine. So vitu kama hizo, tukifutu tunafanya TTNT ndio tukaitumia. So vitu kama hizo zina create more opportunities. So inakuwa easier for industry kukua. Leo naongea sana.
Sema tu.
Industry.
Ni kama ulikuwa unauliza hii interview utafanywa lini?
Tufanye exclusive ukakataa
Butita please. Wewe you know you're lying. Don't lie to the audience.
SPM Buzz wameninyima exclusive. But we need to see.
Guys, he had so many requirements. He needs a venue that has what? Hey.
No, let's do this. I'll have a sit down with you.
Yeah.
We just talk about the entire plan.
For sure.
Then you document from the beginning when we do Premier 45. Because even Kamam is part of Premier 45.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's so like an album for films.
An album for films. Yeah. Okay. But the goal is at the end, we want a list of people it has helped.
Okay.
A list of crew, talent, anyone that it has changed
Yeah.
part of it.
Brilliant. Nikimalizia, you went to the US, you met Tyler Perry. No, you didn't meet Tyler, you met Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Who was to come to Kenya and why didn't they come?
Why did they didn't come, I still don't understand, because it's a plan that was underway. I think a lot of things were happening and we didn't get a good time to follow up. The follow-up started a bit late. So right now there is that communication. Because Steve brought in Steve and Tyler's team wanted to do something here at that time. It was supposed to be around September. But September ilifika kama bado hiyo conversation haija.
Lakini alienda Rwanda.
Steve alikuwa come through hiyo tour. That's why alikuwa ameweka September.
Yeah.
But conversation ya Kenya naye bado ilikuwa iko ready. Because one of the things that we discussed there was to upscale talent. So things like getting a space and being able to build spaces, shooting, nini, capacity, master classes, exchange program, distribution, they were not in line. So angekuja launch hewa tena. But right now, what I'm doing, the few connections that we have from there, we're not even waiting for the government and what. We are just directly seeing how we can plug the industry to those things. So where we need help, tutasema sawa serikali sikumeni hapa. Sasa hii tunaenda hata kuanza makolabo za nje. Under Premier 45 we have a movie by wase wa Niger. Tuko na movie na wase wa South Africa. Inaenda kwa mbaya. Na umeona miss act this year.
Act ujicast. Uliambiwa usijicast.
Walinicast juzi kama taxi driver.
Okay. So subordinate staff.
That's the whole idea.
Okay.
Si lazima nikwe ndani. Build things that also wase wanapenda Kamam. Na mimi siko kwa Kamam.
Yeah.
It's the first show that I'm not starring in. That is on my channel.
Yeah.
Series.
Okay.
So that makes me happy. Yet watu wanaweza si lazima Butita kwa ndani ndio yone. Nishawazoesha culture.
Butita, thank you very much for granting us this interview. Guys, stay tuned for the exclusive.
Sit down, we break that plan, then we document it.
Sawa, thank you so much. All right, guys, that was the behind the scenes, or rather the backstage of Big Six Roundtable. It's been a success, the first edition, and we can't wait to see what they get to do next. Thank you so much for watching this. My good name is Miss Kithinji. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and keep it SPM Buzz.
Yani issue hata tunataka ukiona after 5 years, you can use it. Yeah.
Itakuwa nimekosea sana nisipouliza watu what's the plan? Series kila siku, short film every week. What's the plan? Umeamuaje? Are we expecting also Anas Toto to come in this year?
Yes, Anas Toto is definitely coming back. Season 3 is definitely coming back. So we really want to build something that will make sense, something that's instrumental. So the idea for if you look at Anas Toto, it gave rise to a lot of stars and a lot of opportunities to people. But now we cannot, all of us, fit into that show. So we had to start other brands so that we can also accommodate other talents. Right now at SPM Africa, we have a think tank, we have a team of writers and SPM Africa Studio who are constantly writing every day. And we have other talents that are coming. So now we want to build, we want to create a culture and an industry. We are trying to build something that, well, I can say, kitu Tyler Perry anadu, ndio tunataka SPM ifanye. Incubate, discover, incubate, then cast people so that they can at least earn a living from the shows. They can also build their brands. So this year the goal was to have over 20 people, new talents. So that's why we have Kamam. We have another show coming up, which is new. We've also partnered with Jackie Matubia to bring the second season of Toxic, which is coming very soon again. So we'll have at least 3 new series, and Anas Toto is also coming back. And there is good news for Anas Toto. So Anas Toto is coming back, and by the way, the first and second season, let me not break the news.
Surely, Butita.
No, it's big news. The NDA does not allow me to say.
Really?
But there is something extra that has happened to Anas Toto that will be sharing the news with everyone.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Project 45, Premiere 45. It was to premiere 45 movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In 1 year?
In 1 year. Actually, it was 40 weeks, depending on when we started.
Okay.
So we did Midnight Breakup. And now we did Dilemma. You also starred in Dilemma.
Yes, I did.
We gave you a platform. You're also in Kamam.
I am very thankful and grateful that I finally get to live. You know, by the way, I live my childhood dream by news anchoring on Kamam.
Kamam. Yes. We have other episodes for news anchoring.
I am ready.
Paulo now gets into, okay. So Premiere 45, we did Dilemma.
Yeah.
Breakup. So we had another one. It's called Fast Baby. Baby D. It was supposed to star Diana Luvanda, and we have another show also filmed that was supposed to have Akina Bushra. But now the challenge was we really need to put Project 45 as a Premiere 45 as 40 as an entity.
Okay.
It was 40, then 45 as an entity, so that people can consume it as a long series, but different movies, yani in a block, so that we can fundraise for it. It's expensive to do a short film because it's once, or a film. Like Dilemma. If you want to sponsor Dilemma, you can't, because it's
done. It's a short film.
Even if it was great. But now, Kamam, if you want to sponsor Kamam, you can come for the next episode.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's easy to build a community and get partnerships for a series at the moment. So for movies to make sense and us to be able to fundraise and incubate these people and pay them also is to have something that's a package. Premier 40 or Premier 45. So now Premier 45, when we launch Premier 45, we will launch it when we have enough. We actually had scripts like 20. We have 45 scripts. Then we say these are the people that will feature in different movies of Premier 45. So at the end, we come and do like a award or something and say this was the Premier. Nini huyu aligrow akapiga hizi mashow. So the idea is we want to just create a culture and an industry. And we are coming up with a platform, it's done already, where people have been asking acting, nataka kuact, nataka kuandika nini. Alafu si wasahau. Jumse hata niuliza hivyo kesho tutafute mse. You are the producer of, actually, you are the producer of Anas Toto. How many people came asking you?
Hey, so many. I still have DMs up until today.
So you have a platform where they'll go, you write your name, the character that, like details about you, pictures, nini. So when we want to get people, we just go to the platform. Whether you're acting, whether you are videographer, producer, what. So also other people in the industry can get things at one hand. Things like location. We still struggle to get locations, but kuna mtu ana location imelala. Kama sahi, we are shooting a Kamam we've partnered with Royal Homes. They have nice houses. You see, atungewajua by the way, but tuliwajua through kushoot ya Celestine. So vitu kama hizo, tukifutu tunafanya TTNT ndio tukaitumia. So vitu kama hizo zina create more opportunities. So inakuwa easier for industry kukua. Leo naongea sana.
Sema tu.
Industry.
Ni kama ulikuwa unauliza hii interview utafanywa lini?
Tufanye exclusive ukakataa.
Butita please. Wewe you know you're lying. Don't lie to the audience.
SPM Buzz wameninyima exclusive. But we need to see.
Guys, he had so many requirements. He needs a venue that has what? Hey.
No, let's do this. Yeah. I'll have a sit down with you.
Yeah.
We just talk about the entire plan.
For sure.
Then you document from the beginning when we do Premier 45. Because even Kamam is part of Premier 45.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's so like an album for films.
An album for films. Yeah. Okay. But the goal is at the end, we want a list of people. It has helped.
Okay.
A list of crew, talent, anyone that it has changed
Yeah.
part of it.
Brilliant. Nikimalizia, you went to the US, you met Tyler Perry. No, you didn't meet Tyler, you met Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Who was to come to Kenya and why didn't they come?
Why did they didn't come, I still don't understand, because it's a plan that was underway. I think a lot of things were happening and we didn't get a good time to follow up. The follow-up started a bit late. So right now there is that communication. Because Steve brought in Steve and Tyler's team wanted to do something here at that time. It was supposed to be around September. But September ilifika kama bado hiyo conversation haija.
Lakini alienda Rwanda.
Steve alikuwa come through hiyo tour. That's why alikuwa ameweka September.
Yeah.
But conversation ya Kenya naye bado ilikuwa iko ready. Because one of the things that we discussed there was to upscale talent. So things like getting a space and being able to build spaces, shooting, nini, capacity, master classes, exchange program, distribution, they were not in line. So angekuja launch hewa tena. But right now, what I'm doing, the few connections that we have from there, we're not even waiting for the government and what. We are just directly seeing how we can plug the industry to those things. So where we need help, tutasema saa serikali sikumeni hapa. Sasa hii tunaenda hata tunasema collab za nje. Under Premier 45 we have a movie by wase wa Niger. Tuko na movie na wase wa South Africa. Inaenda kwa mbaya. Na umeona misi act this year.
Act ujicast. Uliambiwa usijicast.
Walinicast juzi kama taxi driver.
Okay. So subordinate staff.
That's the whole idea.
Okay.
Si lazima nikuwe ndani. Build things that also wase wanapenda Kamam. Na mimi siko kwa Kamam.
Yeah.
It's the first show that I'm not starring in. That is on my channel.
Yeah.
Series.
Okay.
So that makes me happy. Yet watu wanaweza si lazima Butita kwa ndani ndio yone. Nishazoesha culture.
Butita, thank you very much for granting us this interview. Guys, stay tuned for the exclusive.
Sit down, we break that plan, then we document it.
Sawa, thank you so much. All right, guys, that was the behind the scenes, or rather the backstage of Big Six Roundtable. It's been a success, the first edition, and we can't wait to see what they get to do next. Thank you so much for watching this. My good name is Miss Kithinji. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and keep it SPM Buzz.
SPM Buzz.